Won't you come and talk with me? Make sure you bring your tea. We can talk about movies. Hello and welcome to the second edition of Tea Breaks with Dagg. Hashtag TBWD, patent pending. That will become a thing one day. I'm ecstatic to announce my second guest is my very own best friend. Well, he was until he shaved and now looks like a young man. I am very happy to say Deano Hillary is my second guest. The man who is also known as the overseer in our group. The man who is 18% better than me at absolutely everything. The man who knows 18%, yeah. Apart from like spelling and reading and writing, you're about 63% better. Yeah, yes. Welcome, Dean. Welcome. So first, nice and easy little question. What do you have with you during your tea break?
I got myself a nice coffee, not tea. Coffee is the more dominant drink out of the two.
Coffee can be okay. I've got a Yorkshire tea with some chocolate digestives. I've only got 4 this time because I left the hobnobs right next to me and I destroyed them within like 2 days. So temptation bad during lockdown.
I went for a controversial one. And is it a biscuit? Is it a chocolate bar? Twix.
A Twix. Ah!
To me, it's a biscuit. It is a biscuit, 100%.
It's a chocolate bar.
It's a fucking biscuit.
Language. We have. I need to be able to tick the. Is this safe for kids on YouTube? Please.
Sorry.
It is chocolate. It is definitely chocolate. It's not a biscuit. Just because it contains biscuit. Oh, is a Jaffa cake a cake or a biscuit?
Cake. The name.
It's a biscuit. So. From episode to episode, I am judging people off their choices, and you might see him next to me. This is the breakfast bar. No, that's wrong. This is the break bar. Yeah, better name. Whereas, unfortunately, Daniel with his Earl Grey and custard cream sits. He could sit at the top considering he was the only one, but I've put him near the bottom, hoping that you will beat him. So let's get into it. So here we just talk about films and have a little discussion. And let's start with question 1. Deano, your favourite film and why?
The Matrix.
Yes, I knew this. You've answered that. Nice and easy. I did enjoy watching The Matrix. I remember you making me watch The Matrix back when we were young.
VHS, good old VHS, if anyone knows what they are anymore.
way back in the day. I enjoyed the first one. I feel like it tailed off in 2 and 3.
Completely agree.
I remember watching it. I think the first time I watched it, I just got lost. I was just I was enjoying the choreography and the action scenes, but like as far as storyline went, I don't know, about Scooby and why did like the real world look so depleted and horrid and on spaceships that just got metal everywhere, and I was just like, no. But I did, having gone back to it a couple of times, you know, as you mature and you appreciate more films. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I definitely struggled myself storyline-wise first time I saw it. I was pretty young back then.
Yes, very young.
Like the whole making him into a battery, I was like, what?
Yeah.
But it makes so much sense and it's so clever now. It's just.
Is it clever? Is it clever?
Well, wouldn't it be?
Because I've got
melted.
I'm so sorry, it's melted. I do have one little pick about The Matrix, and I've said this to some work colleagues before, and they were like, "Oh my god, I didn't think of that." Neo is a stone cold killer. Okay, so little tail off here. If you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world. Yeah, that is established throughout the first film. Neo goes through security, whips out loads of guns and just kills loads of poor security guards. That are doing absolutely nothing other than their job. They died in the Matrix, now they're dead in real life. Neo didn't have to kill them. He could have landed like on top of the building through computer stuff, I don't know. He could have bought in a chopper and on the top of it, but no, he had to go all guns blazing, kill some poor security guards. Neo is a killer.
Imagine watching that scene back now with what you've just said.
It's horrible, isn't it?
No, how bad would that scene be? It's like, oh, we're on the roof, we've done it.
Yeah.
No action scene. That's it. Finished. That's like one of the best scenes in that film.
I'm
You
just
just totally ripped it apart.
I'm just saying to you, that is true. Neo is a killer. Okay, so quick, moving on to question 2. What film should everybody check out that you recommend? So we've done asked for like an underrated film. I'm going to do the same to you. I've had a couple of people message me actually about Dan's suggestion. They really enjoyed it, and I've obviously let him know.
Is that the slowest one?
Yes, yes.
I started watching it. I didn't finish it. Not because it's bad. I just work and whatever. I was tired, but I will finish it. But for myself, have you seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Technically, I haven't. I've watched clips of it, and I was when Ragnarok was released, I did like googly stuff on Taika Waititi, and yeah, I've watched clips of it. I know you highly recommend it, and you very much enjoyed it. Go on, do your little quote.
Oh, God.
Do your little quote.
But it was Peter.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a dark comedy. It's so dry but funny, and if you haven't watched it, check it out. If you like your dark comedies, it's definitely up there.
It is about it's about like modern day vampires, is it not? What they do in real life, but
yeah, it's like 3 vampires who like they all live together, and yeah, it's set in the modern day, but they're very old fashioned still. And yeah, just revolving around their life really. It's really funny. I highly recommend.
Sorry, I mixed up my question cards. Question 3, which was Dan's question 2. What film would you like to feature in, and why?
Broke up. You're gonna hate me for this because I'm going back to Keanu Reeves. But I'd love to. I'd love to be in that John Wick universe.
Yeah, I was just about to say, is it going to be John Wick?
Yeah, I feel that there's so much untouched territory in them films. Like it's evolved around him and what he's doing, but you see the Continental, you see it in different countries, but there's so many different rooms, there's so many different assassins. It's like you could literally just drop in anywhere and be an assassin with your own storyline. And also the whole impossible task. What was the impossible task? It'd be cool to be a part of that. And
to get your internet quite good.
You were?
You were lagging out a bit, so you said what was an impossible task? Nothing. Carry
on. And just imagine all the lead up to filming, all the choreography and the gunplay, and or they call it gun fu, and just doing all that stuff would be so cool. I'd love to get involved in something like that. So
would you be an assassin?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good or bad, I don't know.
Baby-faced assassin.
Yeah, I'd grow it out.
I literally don't recognise you without a beard.
Weird, isn't it?
It is so weird. Fresh-faced. So question 4 is, what is the best scene in a film? What is the best scene in a film? So just before you answer, I'm going to reiterate, we're asking roughly the same questions, just so, everyone can get some aspects of everyone's different answers. If I ask different questions every week, then there would be no consistency.
Yeah. You might agree with this one. The scene in Avengers Endgame, where you think all hope's lost, but then everyone starts returning, and you hear them words that you've been wanting to hear so goddamn long. Avengers assemble! Oh, it's such a good moment in film.
You've literally just given me chills just thinking about it.
I was gonna go with the Infinity War when the snap of the fingers happened. They all start disappearing because of how powerful that is. But
yeah. So the only thing I hated about the snap is you knew it was going to get undone. As much as powerful and impactful, and you knew like some of your favorite characters were going. So imagine if it was Endgame. Imagine Infinity War didn't happen. It was Endgame, and he snapped, and all those people disappeared. How much more impactful that would be? You'd be like, I actually don't know what's happening next. But in Endgame, the scene that made me cry, like so much, and it was a happiness cry. I couldn't watch what was going on because literally my eyes were flooding. I was just like this, it was just It was the music in the cinema. It was, I don't know about you, but I watched it on with Dan. We watched it on midnight release in London, and there was like cheering, and there was everyone was buzzing, popcorn flying. It was fantastic. And don't think I can argue with best scene. Question 5. A moment that made you fall in love with movies. A moment that made you fall in love
With movies or a movie?
with movies. All of the movies you're watching. So I can try and give you some kind of answers. I've just dipped my biscuit and I was about to eat. I remember watching, I don't know, Space Jam as a kid, and I loved movies from then. I said this to Dan. I was like, "Oh, I remember watching Men in Black as kids." They just made me fall in love with films. But there's usually a moment where you're like, you get so lost up in films. You're like, oh my god, I can really enjoy films from now on.
It's a hard one. I've always liked films. I can't really think of a pinnacle moment that's been like, wow, I like films now. I've always liked films. I have an answer for a movie that's been like, I've been watching it and it's been like, wow, I'm like pretty. I went with The Prestige.
Okay. Yeah.
Christopher Nolan. Have you seen it?
Yeah, we watched it in college, mate. What are you chatting?
I remember I bought it from a bargain bucket in Tesco for like £3. I was like, oh, what's this?
We watched it together, and then we watched it. I remember Mick, our tutor, was talking about it, and then he brought it in and put it on the screen, and we all watched it together. And I was like, I sat there all smug, like, no,
yeah, we did. Well, the moment in that film was obviously when you first see Christian Bale's impossible trick. When he bounced the ball, and then he just bounces it to the side.
So no, like trying to spoil it, just in case anyone hasn't seen it or wants to go and watch it. The Pristine could be another answer for your question, what you should check out. But yes, that moment is, it's pretty great. It's another film that I had to watch a couple of times to be like.
It's very clever. Well, most of Christopher Nolan.
You're breaking up again. You're making a horrible face.
Has he done that? So are you.
I've just got on my screen. Your internet connection is unstable. Yay! It's me.
I thought it was. So you're breaking up as well.
Well, I live in a house of 4 rooms and 3 floors, and the internet doesn't reach up here that well. But again, I really do love The Prestige. Some people should check it out. Bowie's in it. Andy Serkis is in it.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I was Black Widow. Just trying to think of like Michael Caine, and that's a film where you can re-watch a couple of times and pick up different things each time you watch it. Like
you kind of need
Shutter Island kind of thing. Yeah. So number 6, best song in a film. I haven't wrote number 6 on my card. Because that was the one I was going to change.
This one was one straight away. I knew the answer to, and it's "You Making My Dreams" in 500 Days of Summer. That whole scene, it's so good.
I know. One of the reasons it's my favourite film.
It just sets the film up so well. The fact that he's so happy in that one moment, to then have his heart ripped out later on.
Yes.
It's just you get so invested in singing and dancing along, and then that happens.
I remember watching it in the cinema. I went with Scotch Corner a lot. It was about 14, 15 of us that went to cinema together. Took up a whole row. I remember watching it and I was like, what? And I realised it's because he's finally had coitus with the beautiful Zoe Deschanel. And he's so happy from leaving and buzzing, and everything just clicks, and he winks to Han Solo, and it's so good. And the little songbird, and like somebody was like, admittedly it was a female, she was like, don't understand that scene, I just don't think it's that great. And I was like, trust me, if you're a guy and you're going through a bit of a dry spell, that's how you feel afterwards the next morning. Chip it, especially if you have, feelings for that person, you're feeling good. I love that song. I did it.
Such a good song as well.
Yeah, it's such a good moment in the movie.
Happy upbeat song.
Okay, so last question is the new one, which is why I changed my card. Was what film do does everyone love, but yet you do not enjoy as much?
I'm not sure if you like this, but I think you did, so you're probably going to hate me. But
I can give
Inside
you my
Out,
example. Do you want me to
Inside
give?
Out. I've done mine, Inside Out.
You don't
Yeah.
like Inside Out?
Nah, I thought it was boring.
With Riley and anger, joy, sadness. Mate,
Obviously, I'm dead inside, but no.
you are a little bit. When oh my god, when the imaginary friend like sacrifices himself, like heartbreaking, bro. That's you leaving your childhood, like just gone, like you just part of you disappeared. But you as the adult, you don't realize that you did that. At some point, you kind of just left all the parts you.
I get over it, don't you?
You broke my heart. I love Inside Out. It's such a clever film from Disney. Like they don't usually kind of go that not that emotional, but not adult, especially for a kids film. Some people may disagree on some examples, but yeah. Oh, mate, very very disappointed in you. Well, thank you very much. You have answered my questions perfectly. I just want to say to you, as my best friend, you were, I think, the first person I really enjoyed watching films with. Like I said, as a kid, I used to watch George of the Jungle and Space Jam a lot. And then me and you must have been about 11, 12, 13, all the way to, God, when we lived together. You made movies sociable. And when I think of me and you and movies, there's so many. I can write like a memoirs. So I could say, Harry Potter franchise, we used to go to the cinema to watch every, until you ditch me with the last one, right? No. Quoting Adam Sandler films, right? Thank you,
Yes.
Daddy. like just everything. I remember watching The Chronicles of Riddick on your bunk beds and not enjoying it, and you finish it and go, "That was great, wasn't it?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
Looking back, it was not great.
It was not great.
Very
Um,
average.
just everything from watching Forgetting Sarah Marshall 10,000 times. Or,
If you'd said best comedy, that would have been my choice. 100%.
or how about we'd watch Love Actually just because we enjoyed the film when it was like May.
Every year.
Yeah.
It wasn't even every year. It was just I'm bored.
Love Actually.
Why?
Some of my love for film is because of you, so I want to thank you, sir.
Oh.
Do you have any memories of me and you in films? I've just stuff like 8.
I remember going to watch Superbad, and you wanted to watch something else. I can't remember what it
Run,
was.
Fat Boy, Run.
Run, Fat Boy, Run.
I like Simon Pegg. Right?
Was it Simon, our mate Simon, said to you, if you don't laugh at this film, I'll give you like £5, £10 or something?
No, he said he'd buy me a KFC bargain bucket for myself.
Was it first few lines into the film? You were laughing your head off.
So, what happens is there's a crazy like psychedelic 70s 80s intro where they're doing random stuff, and I remember sitting there and I was steaming. I was absolutely furious. We'd not gone and watched Run Fat Boy Run, and I was like, but Simon Pegg, he's had some classics like enjoyed Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. This is his next one. And I remember watching this and I was just like, this is going to be so terrible. And I remember looking over there, and then they park up in the car, and his mum comes out, and he's like, I'm so jealous you got to suck on those when you were a kid. And I had a sip of my drink, and it was a spur, and I peed myself laughing. I forgot about the bet, just forgot about the bet. The whole rush of me being mad just went in silent over and went, I don't owe you that KFC now, do I? Literally within like 26 seconds of the film starting. Oh, yeah, Superbad. It was great. Great little memories.
Dark Knight. Not Dark Knight. Batman Begins. War of the Worlds. Back to back.
We've done a lot of cinema days where we do like 2 or 3 movies. I remember watching, I think it was a Harry Potter and 300 on one day, and that was
a long day.
Yeah. It was pretty brutal. Right. Thank you very much. I think our tea break is over. Just before you do go though, I need to mark you and put you on. I got a piece of card. It's all going on. Ta-da! Okay, so we have Dean, with coffee. Was it black coffee? Sugar? What kind of make? I'm just put coffee slash
Homemade Starbucks one with milk and sugar.
coffee slash Twix, mate. A Twix. So
Full disclosure, not a fan of biscuits. Sorry, or chocolate for that matter.
But yeah, you got a chocolate and a biscuit combined.
It's a biscuit.
Where do you think you will rank? Huh?
Just above Dan. Just above Dan.
Just above Dan? Okay. I'm going to put you about midway. Stick you right there. Midway. Because I quite like a Twix and a Twix. And I quite like coffee every now and then, but it doesn't beat a Yorkshire brew. So thank you very much. Is there anything you'd like to plug before we leave?
Not really.
No? Not even your own channel?
My own channel? Nah, that's not really live. Scattergories. You like
Scattergories, yes.
Get yourself my Scattergories game and play it with your friends.
And where would you find this?
deanhillary.co.uk.
Yes, can play Scattergories during lockdown with your friends online. I thank you very much. I miss you, my best friend, and I hope you all stay well, keep safe, and drink your brews. Cheers.
Bye.